Well, in the last 24 hours, high school sports have undergone even more changes here in our area. Last night, the WIAA announced there would be no fall sports championships, but that cross country, slow pitch softball, golf, and tennis could all compete in the regular season this fall if they elected. Just a few hours ago, both the Greater Spokane League and the Mid-Columbian Conference, which is made up of Tri-Cities area schools, decided that doing that is not possible, so they will forego sports in the fall pending approval. Brenna Green sat down with the GSL director today to get more information about how they came to that decision.
Was this a fairly easy decision for your member schools to make?
No, not easy at all. There was so much hope that we could craft something and put something together to re-engage kids.
Unfortunately, that hope just couldn't overcome stark reality today. One of the main reasons why, Rockford says the likelihood of digital learning being imminent in both Spokane and Tri-Cities school districts makes playing sports seem unfeasible.
We just didn't feel that it was appropriate and the right decision under those circumstances to say we're going to go ahead and try and put together a fall sports season when schools, you don't have in-person learning.
Social distancing requirements also made sports seem impossible in our area.
With the governor's new orders, even if we were in phase 3, you can't have more than 10 people in a socially distanced area at a time. So how would you do that with cross country where you have 50, 100 kids? How would you do that in slow pitch softball? Where you have kids running into the play, and sliding into home and, all of those kinds of things. We're seeing what's happened with baseball already.
All fall sports now will move to the spring with practices beginning at the end of February. Competition for the winter season will begin in January of 2021. The next potential issue for the GSL, what happens if we're still not ready for sports then?
We want so much to be able to offer the wide range of activities and athletics that we can for our kids, but at some point it gets into a compression where you just can't do it all. And so we're not there yet. Is there a possibility? Yes.
The GSL will now wait to see what the next few months hold. Rockford has a message for our area as he hopes there aren't more hard decisions to come in the future.
It's a community responsibility. If we're going to reduce this virus, if we're going to gain control of this virus, we have to commit as an entire community to engage in the kind of social practices and mask wearing and hand washing. If there's any hope of school reopening in person, and if there's any hope in offering athletics, if we can't do it for ourselves, we should do it for our kids.
Well said, absolutely. He also discussed the possibility of Washington student athletes then moving to play in Idaho. He told Krem that if athletes did do that and then tried to move back to play in Washington after this pandemic is over, he said there would be serious ramifications eligibility-wise, though they have not yet decided exactly what those ramifications will be yet in the GSL. But again, we'll continue to track all of this for you as we know a lot of you have a lot of questions.